What's up, my people? Welcome back to the channel. My subscribers, recording live from the mothership. Again, episode 8 of the West Brom champion FIFA 17 career mode. And we're starting off with a game against West Brom following a EFL Cup penalty shootout victory over them in the last episode. We're starting again against West Brom. West Ham. West Brom is who we are. You see Slaven Bilic right there. My man right there in Kerosene. Got off to a flyer in the Premier League, or not even just the Premier League, his whole West Bromwich career. He's got off to a flyer, I can't lie. And this is the team that West Ham have decided to go out with. Payet starting on the left again. I can't stand seeing players like that play on the wing. I mean, Payet is a little bit more acceptable because he is more of a winger than most others. But it's just absolutely criminal to have a player like Christian Eriksen, for example, playing on the wing. It's criminal. Coutinho on the wing. Put him in the middle where he can control everything. De Bruyne on the wing. I mean, he plays down the middle for Man City more often than not. But it's criminal. But we ain't even here to talk about that kind of stuff. Let's get into the game. We've had a few chances right there. West Ham have troubled us. Chris Brunt got the ball in a good position. It's Berahino making his way down the left. It's just found its way to Darren Fletcher, who's managed to get his head onto it. And if Chadley could have got a nice little connection on that, he could have found the ball in the back of the net. You see Darren Fletcher doing well to find someone, but he's volleyed it into the... He should have done a little bit better with that, Chadley, but he's not had the best start to his West Brom career, to be honest. I mean, I've had a few of you telling me to play him down the middle. I mean, it's funny, I've just been talking about criminal playing Eriksen on the wing. We're playing Chadley on the wing, but to be honest, Chadley is not even near the same conversation as those type of players. And Chadley is a winger, to be honest. He is a winger, so... And I'm not going to change my formation just to suit Chadley. I'm not going to do that. He's not special enough for that. But we did get into the lead anyway just before half-time, 41 minutes on the clock. And Saido Berahino again, every time he scores, I just think about episode 1. Don't at me, Saido. Like, I mean, he's proving me wrong. He's just doing well. He's scoring goals. He's creating chances. He's at the heart of a lot of our attacks. He's making stuff happen. He beats Darren Randolph right there and he puts us 1-0 up, doing what we couldn't do against West Ham in the last episode, which is score in regular time. But we have taken the lead in that one. And Saido Berahino, you see right here, he scores his 3rd goal of the Premier League season. So we're happy with that one. 78 minutes before the next chance right here. This was a pretty boring second half, to be honest with you, and we've given the ball away right there. West Ham had a chance to try and get back into the game, but they couldn't. And you see the second half, only one highlight in that whole second half. Not much really happened. West Ham, I've had a few matches like this so far in FIFA 17 where it's just nothing's really happening. Like, there are half chances, a lot going on in the final third, but there's not really a shot on target or even a shot that goes close to result. But you see right there also, Darren Fletcher ended the match with a 9 rating. And to be honest, I don't even know how we got that. Because I've noticed, like, they're really lenient with their ratings in this game. Like, I've seen so many 9s, 9.4, 9.3s from players that I'm looking at and thinking he wasn't really that great. And especially Fletcher, he didn't even get... I think he got the assist for the Berahino goal, but that's about it. I'm not too sure what he done to deserve a 9, but... it is what it is. It doesn't even matter. And we get into another game, which this time is against Sunderland. Didn't mention we actually do have 3 games in this episode for the first time. I mentioned in the last episode that we have the full game now, which I've had for a few days. But this is the first episode that we're having for the series where we're having 3 games in an episode, which is going to be the regular. The majority of my episodes are going to be 3 games an episode, unless there is a... Sometimes we'll do 2 games an episode if there's an international break following, if we get an international job. Sometimes we'll have 2 games if there's a big game coming up in the next episode. Like, obviously I've mentioned I do live games for big important matches. So if there's a live game coming up soon, we might do 2 games in an episode to leave space for that one to be its individual episode. But enough talk about that. We are against Sunderland. And just early in this game, we're playing, Jermaine Defoe puts them in the lead. He celebrates with Ronald Koeman, who is their manager for some reason. I'm kidding, that's not Ronald Koeman. That's just a manager who, for some reason, looks exactly like Ronald Koeman. Where is David Moyes? Did they not put him in the game? I don't know. But, well, obviously not. They obviously didn't put him in the game. But this match was one of the, I want to say hard, it was one of the hardest matches. It was probably the hardest match I've played on FIFA 17 so far. I don't know what it was, and I can't explain it. For saying the second half was pretty boring in the West Ham match just gone. The first half was pretty boring in that one. Only 2 chances in that one, including the Defoe goal. And we get into the second half there, and we were lucky not to go 2 goals down as Ben Foster again saving us. But Gardner plays it into Berahino. Berahino into Edwards, who got himself a start, who plays it into Gardner. And Craig Gardner in front of goal has to do better with that one. He's put that over the bar. And I mean, it is probably my fault because whenever I'm trying to finish, I do tend to put a lot of power on my shots, like no matter where I am. But 86 minutes on the board, and Nasser Chadli gets in behind, forces a save out of Vito Manone, and it falls to Solomon Rondon, and he equalises in the 87th minute. And to be honest, we didn't really deserve that. It was looking like we were going towards our second defeat of the season, but we've pulled something out of the bag so far. 87 minutes, still time on the clock to get something else for either team, but it's a little bit fortunate that it just falls to Solomon Rondon right there. He sticks his toe out, no defender even near him. Gila Bodi should have done a little bit better, but he wasn't there to get anything on the ball. 2 goals for Solomon Rondon, and like I said, there's still time. Berahino plays it out wide to Chadli, just turning up all of a sudden. Ball roll, goes outside. He finds Berahino inside the box right here, who shoots, and 90 minutes in, with 3 minutes left to go in regular time, we've been 1-0 down. We've pulled one back through Rondon, and only about 2 minutes later of actual game time, not including celebrations and all of that, we've actually managed to just flip it on his head. 2-1 victory out of this game. Obviously, spoiler alert, Sunderland didn't get a goal after this because this was practically the last kick of the game. Chadley's turned up, created one basically with his chance that was parried towards Rondon, and then got an assist for the second one. Is deflected into the back of the net, which is a bit harsh on Javier Manquillo, but shaking hands with Ronald Koeman, we get 3 points in a match which 2 minutes to go towards the end looked like we was going to get absolutely nothing. It was a tough match against Sunderland. I don't know why. They were pretty good. They didn't create a bag full of chances. But moving on from this game, we have an international offer, and every time I do a career mode, there's only a few teams that I'd be interested in managing, and I got this offer, and I don't know what it was. Something just clicked in my head, and I thought this offer seems pretty interesting. So Scotland, I don't know. I'd be willing to accept that offer, but I'm going to leave it up. I want to see at least what you guys think of it. If you guys don't want to see it at all, then I won't do it. I might still accept the job offer and just not put any of the games in the videos because I am kind of interested in managing Scotland. But yeah, if you guys want to see it, I'll accept that job and we'll do episodes on that. In between each episode, you can let me know how you want us to do it. If you want to see the friendlies, I'll show you friendlies as well. If you just want to see the competitive fixtures, we'll show you that. But yeah, I just think it will be interesting. That's a decent team to manage. But yeah, moving on from that, we'll sort that out coming into the next episode. I still have time to accept or decline that offer. Depends what happens, I don't know. But we're into the final game of the episode. It's against Tottenham, our biggest challenge of the season so far. Most difficult team we've had to face. Mauricio Pochettino right there. And they are playing a relatively strong side, but then again, missing players like Harry Kane, Ericsson not in the team, Dembele's not there. Dele Alli though was in the team, and he was causing me problems all the way throughout, going for a long range strike right there, forcing a save out of Ben Foster. Not the most difficult shot to save, but he still made him do something. Solomon Rondon gets the ball out here, wide on the left. Look at all the players breaking through right here. It's a nice counter attack from a Spurs free kick. He's played in Matt Phillips, 1-on-1 with the keeper. He's not even closing him down yet. And Matt Phillips right there, that has to be the miss of the season. It is the miss of the season. Look at how I mean, some people might look at that and say it's the keeper's in the way. I mean, it's not that. It's bad, man. When you just look at how close he is, and he's put that over the bar. And again, I'm not saying it's not my fault. It's 100% my fault because, like I said, when I finish one-on-ones, I like to put a lot of power on just to more or less guarantee that I put it in the back of the net. But look here, just Trippier, just pulled to the ground by Solomon Rondon. And 36 minutes on the clock, we are able to take the lead. I don't know where the referee's not even on the screen right now, so I don't know what he's doing. He obviously didn't have a view to see it. But where's the linesman also? Did he not see that? Solomon Rondon he's just pulled Trippier to the ground and nothing's been given. That is got to be the most controversial, that's got to be the most controversial goal of the season. Lloris actually got a hand to it as well, but it still ended up in the back of the net. But Rondo's just pulled him to the ground, and now we're just flying at Tottenham. Matt Phillips on the right hand side, he finds Berahino, he tries to bend it, and I tried to kind of get it over the keeper into that top corner. Lloris done well though to hold it. Tottenham coming straight back at us. Dele Alli with his back to goal turns on his left foot and just smashes one against the crossbar. He just caused me all kinds of problems in this game. But like I was saying about the Matt Phillips chance before, at least, I like to put power on my finishes because that's how you more or less get them past the keeper a lot of time. But I just, so far I've been struggling to gauge. It seems like the bar is a lot more sensitive this year. So, I don't know, it's my fault, but it's just an embarrassing miss to be 1-1. I'm pretty sure I was like damn near inside the 6-yard box. But hey, we missed. It is what it is. We're 1-0 up for now, and the ball's just pinging back and forth right there. It's a good block to deny Alderweireld. Tottenham get another corner. Sissoko's taking them for whatever reason. They finally brought Christian Eriksen on the pitch, and his shot just goes wide of the post. Can't really. Tottenham are causing me all kinds of problems in this game, but they're getting a little bit unlucky, and their finishing's just not there. Obviously, Dele Alli hit the crossbar, so little mix of luck, and it's just not happening for them. Jonathan Leko's on the pitch now, starting on the left-hand side. He gets around 2 men, gets it into the box. It falls to Rondon. His shot is blocked. It falls to Chadli, and he's only able to shoot straight at Lloris. But also, even though he's been denied by his former team, Chadli, he's been performing a little bit better in this episode at least. He's got involved in some chances in the highlights. He's there and thereabouts. We get 3 points from Tottenham again. We have been doing well, and there's a top scorer, and we've got Berahino and Rondon in there, as you see right there. But there's a possibility I might change the sliders going forward in this series. We'll give it a few more episodes, a few more games at least, and we'll see. Because sitting in 3rd place is not really what I expected from this series. The same thing happened last year in FIFA 16 with my Leicester series, where I think I qualified for the Champions League after the 1st season. The game, FIFA's just, I don't know if I'm just a beast at FIFA, but it's just too easy. Like, I want to struggle. That's why I picked a team like West Brom. I want to have a challenge. So I might change the sliders to make the CPU a little bit better, which I did during my Leicester career. But we'll see how that goes anyway. I might end up on manual settings at some point. We'll see how that goes, like I say. But I hope you enjoyed these 2 videos. Subscribe. Or don't subscribe. If you don't subscribe, get out of here. Bye.